Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just finished doing a cover for my Traveler's Notebook. This is the Inklings collection from Coco Daisy. This is the February kit 2026, and I did a little riff on something neutral. I really love this collection. There are so many bright and vibrant colors. I mean, just look at these stickers that are in the planner sticker kit. It's just so pretty. There are so many bright colors, but there are a lot of people who are afraid of working with some brighter colors and having just a rainbow effect. And so that's why I did the cover this way. And I did this for my Patreon. I really want to add to my collection of insert covers. I have one more insert that I use regularly, and that is my Sterling ink monthly that I'm going to need a cover for. This brass clip is from an earlier collection, but it just keeps everything nice and tidy until I reorder the pages because right now they are loose and out and about without their staples because I took the cover off. Because that's what I do every month. I reorder the pages, and especially with the brand new system that it is, it's a really great thing with the extra month calendar that we have in our notebooks now. I love this. So as I was saying, let's move forward on our next project, which is going to be using the kit papers. The kit papers, I always seem to use up first. So the first thing that is always gone out of my stash, and I don't think this month is going to be any different. So when I look at these kit papers, I see like rainbow, but there's also a way for me to compartmentalize. So I also think, okay, so here's warm colors, here's cool colors. So how can I work with one of those only to make something a little bit less bright? Now, I just want to show you what I would do. Basically, you can take like something like this, which is the back side of this paper that has the warm and the cool colors. So I'm isolating those colors and making this beautiful cover. That also can change that to also do something with these bright colors. And having these other colors works just fine too. But isolating is one of my favorite things to do when I feel overwhelmed by all the rainbow. So here's like another warm. You can do something like a warm situation, but I think this one looks so pretty. You could do something like this and like this. Now that would look gorgeous. This is just a beautiful cover. Unfortunately, once I get it chopped, there isn't much left, but maybe that's a good thing. I could position the paper where the back side is about here, the fold for the line, which is what I did for this. If you look right under here, that is where my fold was, the natural fold of the paper. So now I get to decide how I want to proceed. Do I want to do this Bujo cover or have a chance to play with some green space or some empty space? And I think I'm going to pick this. I'm going to go ahead and chop this to size, and then we can get going on how I want to decorate it. I usually cut the booklet only inserts at 4.5, and that's because when they get thick, they need a little bit more coverage going around them. And so this is how I would do that. So I've now cut this section to 4.5, and then I'll do the same for over here, and it'll fit perfectly around that monthly insert. Now I have some extra scrap pieces of paper that I will love working with. Right off the bat, I can tell that these two might be favorites in a little while. I might put those together for some other thing. So let's go ahead and add these two together. I love the way this looks. It doesn't matter to me, the writing, because it could go one way or the other. So that is my insert cover. It looks beautiful the way it is. What I could do is make it kind of like a flap, like if I wanted to. I am gonna just adhere it down. And you know what I could do is to save on some paper is just cut a little bit above here and then adhere this around this direction so the interior has a little spice as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me just mark it right where the middle yellow section is. That way I'm not wasting paper, even though it would be really sturdy and it would look fine. We might as well use the paper that we're covering up for some other wonderful project. All right, I have that. Let's see what that looks like. And now we get to cut off a little bit extra on the top. And now it's the right height and the right width for a cover for my sterling ink. And let's look at the inside. Ooh, that looks fun too. And this is multi-directional paper, so it looks really fun. Now I wanna, what do I wanna do? I was thinking about adding a pocket on the inside. Should I use a large one or a short one? I like this. I think I might just use this one on the interior. This is gonna be a great place for me to put a couple of these notepads. These go great in here. I can also take some of these sticky notes, which I thought was ingenious, the way that they put the sticky part on the bottom of the sticky note so it would stick better, because if you put it just on the top, it might not stick as well. So we can put a few of those right here. How fun are those? That looks like the first perfect little check-in area in my sterling ink planner for that. Now we can decorate the front. Well, let's go ahead and play with a few of the items. I love this right here. I was just looking at it thinking maybe I wanted to add back in some of these cooler colors. I think if I added something like this, it would just look too busy. But what if I kind of fussy cut this paintbrush out and just singularly put it in there? I think that would look wonderful. Sometimes the best inventions are actually my scraps. I look at my scraps and it's really cool to look at scraps in a different light, because for me, scraps are, they're easy to see because you're only looking at a small portion of the paper. And so it's easy to see some of the things you may have missed before because of that. And that is gonna look so fun there. Just so simple of a project. Looking at what you've got and creating from your leftovers is sometimes the best. What about adding a few more tools? There's a few items left here on my little fussy cut piece. I could put something like this right here on this edge. And then I think there's one more. I could put this little piece of washi tape, or is that a paint pot? I'm not sure. Looks like a roll of washi. Those elements just like there with that space in between, I love it. Now for the other side, on the back side, I guess, I really want to add some other elements as well. But instead of adding them to this top portion, how about I add them to the bottom portion down here? I do have a few of this scrap piece of paper. This is this really wonderful like ink splashes, and it's like a stampler. And I was thinking maybe I found these back here. That would be fine on the back side. Let's cut those off and pretend it's kind of like washi tape. Probably should get a straight cut of this. And I'm also going to also pick up a little bit of these colors as well. So that way it's not just cool colors. There's a splash of the warm colors that are present up here as well. Now I just need to figure out where I want to put it. I was thinking maybe somewhere around here. I don't want to necessarily put it at the bottom because it takes away all of that color. But what about something like that? That would look fun. And instead of adhering it all the way down, what if we put a large decorative element? I know I just said I didn't want to cover up everything, but what if we put this big ink bottle down first as not a sticky note, but as a design element, and putting this on top? It kind of has a really fun effect. And then maybe we can find something to write down here at the bottom. Again, I used some liquid glue just because I really wanted to last the entire month of February. Let's trim that extra piece off. There's also some beautiful vellum die cuts that are in the creative kit. I love the large scale and I love how neutral this one is. And so we're just going to put it right there underneath in the ink bottle. And I found these sticky notes from the creative kit. And the cool part about these sticky notes from the creative kit is that you can either horizontally or vertically. So it really doesn't matter. I am going to adhere just a couple on the top. I just pull out a few. There's like maybe 3 or 4. And then I put adhesive on the bottom one And that way when all of them are finished and it looks like decoration. So it's functional, it's creative, and it looks so fun. I cannot wait to get both of these covers into a leather and show them off for the month of February. Thanks everyone. I hope you had a good time learning just a little bit about how I work with the kit papers, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.